Let's face it, there are what, over 15,000 licensed realtors in the Chicagoland area alone? There are probably about 3 or 4 friends that you know who are realtors. Hey, even your cousin at this point may even be studying to get their real estate license. So when you're ready to buy or sell, how do you know what realtor you should choose? Buying or selling a home is a big decision and there's a lot of money on the line. So when it comes to the person that's supposed to be your advisor, that's supposed to help you out and walk you through this process, how do you know which person to choose that'll be the right one for you? I've been in this business for a few years now, and when I hear about how people actually choose their realtor, it really makes me cringe, to be honest. So I'm going to help you save a lot of time and effort and money, honestly, by showing you the do's and don'ts of what to look for when choosing a realtor. What's going on, guys? Once again, my name is Rob Bailey, realtor in the Chicagoland area with Arnie Realty Inc. And today I'll be giving you the do's and don'ts on what to look for when choosing a realtor to help you buy or sell a home. Don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what you think or of any topics that you want me to cover in the future. When it comes to choosing a realtor that's right for you, there are a few things that you should definitely look out for to make sure that this realtor is the right fit. However, there are also a lot of things that I see people pay attention to that, to be honest, don't really matter or don't really make sense when it comes to choosing a realtor. So first, I'm going to tell you the things not to look for when choosing a realtor and how they can actually do more harm than good. The first mistake that people make when looking for a realtor, and I think this is a big one, is that people often tell me, oh, I'm looking for a realtor that works in the area. What exactly do you mean by that? And the reason I say this is because most realtors in Chicago, they can work the entire Chicago area. That includes the city and the suburbs. So most realtors aren't just going to work one specific block, or they might work one specific neighborhood, but let's face it, they can go pretty much all over Chicago and be able to buy or sell homes efficiently. So if you're just looking for somebody that sold the home up the street, that might not be the best realtor for you, because what if that's the only home that they sold? Or for instance, what if that home was just their relatives and that's the only home they've ever sold in their career? That doesn't necessarily make them the best realtor for you or the best realtor for the job. So if you shouldn't just be looking for somebody who only works in the area, you should dig a lot deeper into that realtor to make sure they're a better fit for you. The next mistake that I often hear a lot of is that people are often just going with the cheapest realtor they can find, especially when it comes to selling their home. Now, when it comes to real estate agents, you get what you pay for. So some things you might not want to go cheap on, and one of those things would be the person that's advising you to sell a $100,000 or $300,000 asset of yours and to get the most money out of it. So for instance, if you were looking to have surgery, are you going to go to the cheapest brain surgeon you can find just to try to save a few dollars? Or are you going to go for a guy who you know can get the job done? Are you going to go for an attorney that's the cheapest attorney that you can find? Or are you going to go with an attorney that's going to help you get the result that you want? So when it comes to choosing a real estate agent, you shouldn't just specifically go with the cheapest one you can find, because like I said before, you get what you pay for. And if that realtor can't do the job for you, then you just wasted a lot of time with them. And time, we all know, in the end of the day, time is money. So you don't just want to choose the cheapest one you can find, because that can really end up biting you in the future. The next mistake that I often see people make when choosing a realtor, and this is on the sales side, is to choose a real estate agent that agrees to list their home for the highest price. Now, we all know as sellers, you want to sell your home for as much money as possible, right? Well, there are some realtors who will try to take advantage of you by agreeing to list your home at this high price in order to just get you to sign the contract with them. These realtors are fully aware that your home is just going to sit on the market and it's not going to move. But what they're hoping that you'll do is eventually lower your listing price with them, and then the home will eventually sell. But by the time you agree to lower the price, you're already stuck in a contract with them. So that's not necessarily in your best interest. So there are going to be realtors out there who are going to, show you the comps and show you what the average market price is. And If you go with that realtor that lists at the highest price possible, your home is just going to sit on the market for a few months, and that's really only going to lead to lowball offers at the end of the day. Whereas if you list your home at the market price, or go with the realtor who is trying to get you to list your home at the marketing price, then your home is going to sell a lot faster, and you may even get a little bit more, because we all know it's a seller's market and there's a lot of buyer competition out there. So just because a realtor is agreeing to list your home at the highest price does not mean that that's the best realtor for you, or that's the realtor that's going to work the hardest for you. They may just trying to be tricky into signing a contract. Now that we've covered the things you should not be looking for, now let's talk about the things you should be looking for when choosing a realtor. The number one thing that you need to look out for is trustworthiness and the realtor that has your best interest in mind. Now that might seem like it would be hard to do, especially if you don't know the realtor, but it's actually a lot easier than you think. All you really need to do is have a conversation with that realtor, let them know what you are looking for, and see how they react. If you're running into a realtor that seems to be pushing you to buy, the first home that you're looking at, and seems to be upset when you don't want to buy the first home, or if you're running into a realtor that's trying to push you to sell a home when you're not quite ready, or maybe something's not quite right, then that realtor may not have your best interest in mind. They may just trying to get you to agree to a deal that might not be the best for you. So you need to make sure that you have a realtor that you're comfortable with, and you have a realtor that's looking out, like I said before, for your best interest, even if that may mean that you don't buy the first house on the market. It may take you a few homes, or you might not be necessarily ready to sell right away. So you need to make sure you have a realtor that's looking out for you. The next thing you need to look out for when choosing a realtor is availability. As a client, you need to be a top priority in your realtor's mind. We all know how fast this market moves nowadays. So if you're sending your realtor homes to look at, and they can't show you the home for a few days because maybe they're busy with something else, that might not be the best realtor for you, because we all know, and especially if you've been looking for homes lately, we all know that a good home can be gone in a day, and there aren't that many homes on the market, so it may take weeks or even months to come up with the next home that's suitable for your needs. So you need a realtor that is available for you and that has you as a top priority in their mind. If you're having a hard time reaching your realtor on the phone, or maybe they're not returning messages, or if you feel like you're just plain having a hard time getting a hold of your realtor and you haven't heard from them in a while, that may be a red flag. You may not be as important to your realtor as you need to be. The next thing we need to look out for, and this is often overlooked, is that you need a realtor that will instill confidence in you during the home buying or the home selling process. The biggest benefit, in my opinion, to having a realtor is that they help instill confidence in you when you go out to look to buy a home, or when you go out to sell your home. Real estate can be a very complicated transaction, a very complicated business, and there's a lot of money on the line when it comes to, real estate. So you need to have confidence in your advisor, and more importantly, your advisor needs to instill confidence in you that you're doing the right thing when it comes to buying or selling your home. With so much money on the line, you as a buyer or seller want to make sure that you're making the best decision that's possible for you. Even with all the research and all the information that's out there, the only way you can really make sure that you're making the best decision possible is by having someone with experience and who does this all the time in your corner. And that's where the realtor comes into play. The realtor is going to use all the knowledge that they've had, with their previous deals, because they're in this business, so they do this all the time. They're going to be able to use that to help give you confidence that you're making the best decision for you and your family. That way, you're not going through this entire process wondering, what if this isn't the right thing? What if maybe I should have done this instead of that? They kind of help to take all the worry out of it, because real estate, like I said before, is a complicated business. There are a lot of things that can come up that might not be in all the online articles you read about. So that's why, once again, you need that realtor in your corner to help walk you through the maze that is buying or selling real estate. All right, guys, those are my do's and don'ts when it comes to choosing a realtor to help you buy or sell a home. Any questions for me, or if you need help buying or selling a home in the Chicagoland area, feel free to reach out to me. Once again, my name is Rob Bailey, realtor here in the Chicagoland area with Arnie Realty Inc. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.